Alright, so here's part 10. So, yeah, as I was saying, in the last video, I had MeTV, but, I didn't have the full schedule, so, I had other problems. So, I couldn't, get a clean cut copy of the Brady Bunch, so, you know, sometimes, because it was affiliated with, CBS, and it didn't have like any other station, it was kind of small, so, they put all their news crawls and, you know, for the severe weather events and the school closings and delays whenever it was like snowing out. So, and I really wanted to have, a special MeTV station that didn't get, cut off or show any news crawls. And there actually was a cable company. It was called, I think it was called, there's another cable company. It was called AATC Uverse. I think they used fiber optics for their network, and I actually think they had a special MeTV station that didn't, cut off the episodes, and, so I thought it would be, perfect to have AT&T Uverse, when I was living back in Trotwood, back in 2014 at the time. And not only that, but AT&T had a lot more channels, than Time Warner Cable. It had a lot more choices. Someone even told me that the Alvin and the Chipmunks, like the older classic episodes, were actually airing on one of the channels. But I mean, I sort of believed them because, they had a lot more selection than like the other providers like Dish or DirecTV or any of the other providers, even Time Warner Cable, and I begged my parents for it, but, they just wanted to keep what they had, and I wasn't really happy with it, so, because, I really wanted to get AT&T Uverse, because they actually did have a MeTV, because I actually think they did have a MeTV station that was like its own. It had like the full schedule. It wasn't like partly CBS or partly NBC, like, like what you get with an antenna and stuff like that. And, I even called the WHIO TV7 to, make sure not to show the news crawl, or if there were any school closings or delays or any severe weather event going on. I told them not to show that on MeTV or and sometimes this is quite, that they were actually doing sport at one point in time, like right before I moved here. They were like, they started cutting it off to like show sports, because they were showing like a newscast, and they had to show like the CBS Sports during that time slot, and they had to like cut off that first hour of the Brady Bunch, and I had to, call and complain about that too. it's just been a mess with that. So finally, I mean, Cincinnati, at least they kept, the full Brady Bunch. At least they kept the whole Brady Bunch schedule airing from 12 to 2. And, sometimes even the Brady Bunch would air, like, during the week. Like, one day, like, for, like, one episode a weekday. I really miss that. I wish, MeTV would bring that back. They'd air it, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like, 6:30 in the morning, but they discontinued that. And I really want them to do that again. Not just air it on Sundays, because I really, like the Brady Bunch. And I even wanted to just maybe have the Alvin show, on MeTV, because I did find out that Boomerang didn't, their like company didn't own the rights to the show because it was because Turner because they told me Turner and Time Warner didn't own the Alvin show, just Viacom, who owns Nickelodeon, and I thought maybe I thought maybe they could put it on TV Land, but TV Land kind of geared away from like their classic programming. MeTV was a much better choice, is actually a much better choice now, and so I thought maybe MeTV would be a good program would be a good channel to add the Alvin show, but they actually, someone told me that they don't do the cartoons on MeTV because I think they have to be like educational but recently I hear they're putting the Flintstones on MeTV, and that's that's not that's a step in the right direction. Maybe we'll get to see the Chipmunks. That would be really cool if we could see both the Chipmunks and the Brady Bunch and together at the same time. That really would be neat. But I'll get to that later. So, and then recently I got the Cincinnati, my parents, we had Spectrum with this, so we got the Cincinnati affiliate. But, recently I found out Dish carries MeTV, but it's it's not just any MeTV. It's not affiliated with any local stations, so it's just like the AT&T verse or whatever. It has the full schedule, and I have Dish now, and and so you get the full uninterrupted, all the full and uninterrupted episodes without your local station cutting them off, and you don't even get the news crawls for severe weather or school closings and delays. You just get the full MeTV schedule, the pure MeTV, and you can watch, you can watch the full 2 hours of the Brady Bunch that airs on Sunday. But I really wish they'd bring back the morning lineup of the Brady Bunch on the weekdays. So, so anyway, that's about it. But, well, I really want to, get to talk about, I really want to get to talking about comparing the episodes of talking about the timelines, and because that's the fun part. This is like the whole story of how I became a fan of the Brady Bunch. It was the Chipmunks, and I immediately saw the similarities, and then I got to the Brady Bunch, and so I'm gonna get off of here now, I'm gonna make another video here and later, or maybe tomorrow, so I'm happy to tell you anything, so that's my whole story. So in my next video will be, the start of my Alvin and the Brady's, comparing and, everything. So bye, be cool, comment, subscribe, whatever. Bye. Okay.